We got the cops called for us, revving up the exhaust. It's all good around here. Just don't let the county sheriff see the cooler of beer. And when the blue lights fade and the Barney Five's side to side, we gon' turn up the night. Baby, I'm the parking lot junkie. Pull up in something stunting with both my Mickey T's rubbing. Mossberg in the back if you wanna get it slow. And when I'm sipping the Jim Beam, I tend to get destructive. Hell, I reckon y'all coming like a wrecking ball. About to nobody but Conor McGregor. Your ass a broken jaw. You looking at me like, who the fuck is this guy? Well, I'm up church, bitch, and your chick in my four-wheel drive. Now I'll change for nobody. Not money, not fame, no trucks, no clothes, no TV, no way. Pull up, we turn heads. Got the parking lot popping with the Motul Jam. We show up, we show off. We got the cops called for us, revving up the exhaust. It's all good around here. Got 'em
stronger. This is how legends are made. Above it all, untouchable. A new animal. This is how legends are made.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell, and we're obviously having technical difficulties. Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell. This is your morning drive with the driver's side.
Good morning. I'm Sheila Campbell.
We're like, dude, really?
Yeah,
I'm like, lady,
I thought.
stop. She's touching on, touching on. I'm like, oh, God, it's falling apart. It's Talk to Me Tuesday, and it's already
And I was
fell
like,
apart.
I know, babe, but I touched it, and it says it's highlighted, and it should be going, but it wasn't going. So then I pull it out and try over again.
Well,
okay, so
maybe I could try something else and see if that works. All right, because this right here reminds me of my father. We're working. We're back, I think. You guys drop in the comments if we're having technical difficulties. If we're freezing anything about anything that's coming across and it shouldn't be broadcasting the way it should. We need your help. This is where we depend on you guys for your help. So you're gonna kind of linger here for a second until we know that we're good. What do you say?
Yeah, because it's a 30-second delay. So
it's 30, 40, maybe 50.
So we can just sit here and stare at you,
maybe
wait
60
for those comments to come in.
I don't know, but are you single, man?
So far, it's good.
Are you single?
Okay. Wait, what?
She's like, what? Are you single?
No.
No?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. So obviously we're good. So far, so good. Okay, good. So we'll get to your good mornings. We'll get to your comments. Let's get back and good morning. What do we got going on today? Man, we're thrown off.
It's okay. No, it's all good. I mean, we have a great show today. We have Talk to Me Tuesday, guys. The link, you'd have to go out. It's on the post if you'd like to come in or call in and enjoy us. So we've got trucking news as we do. And there's actually a specific topic that we're going to be talking about too within the trucking news. Okay. And it's a topic that most don't want to talk about, but we're going to.
What did you do?
I know.
Come on.
I know. And
we're at the truck stop. I want to feel good. Can't we just jump to free flow, feel good Friday?
Not yet. You got to remember the trucking news. I have to see the trucking news all the time. Anyways, moving on. We have national news and weather. And then, of course, that we have the what now question, which is the question where we pose from a new driver coming into the industry and asking you veterans to give some advice from your experience and knowledge. So we have some awesome responses to it. So
we do. It's going to be a good morning. I'm glad to be here. We're out at the truck stop. It feels good to be back out at the truck stop. I'm directly across from the Streak and Beacon. I can see it from right here. So if you see me jump up and bail out, that means it's time to go grab that.
You know what?
That gimbal and gee.
It's fun though. I like watching you because you're like a little kid in a candy store. You're like me in an ice cream store, like Baskin Robbins.
You know, Sheila, I mean, come on. Look at the footage that I'm grabbing though.
I know.
I mean, seriously.
I know.
This right here. His name's Shane. His partner's Jim. He's friends of Glenn Callis. I don't know if I'm saying his name right anymore. Glenn Calais. Okay. That gentleman, his name's Shane. I want to say he's won Dallas a couple times.
Yeah.
It's a working show truck.
Yeah.
The guy stepped out of that truck.
It's beautiful.
Pressed jeans.
Yeah.
Buttoned up shirt, boots to the nine.
Yeah.
It was just it. Okay, it was that professional step out. And prior to that, I had met his partner Jim in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I got a video that I'll load up. I think no, I didn't load it up, but I'll load it up later. And I caught him out there wiping his truck down right out of the beacon, and you see the quality of that driver, and it just reminds me that I'm not going to stop following my dreams.
No,
you know, because they followed their dreams. They're in these trucks that are just iconic in this industry, and they take the time out to talk to me and let me film their trucks, and they actually feel good about it. They're like, thank you.
Yeah.
No, wait, thank you for what you're doing. And I said, you know what? I'm just following my dreams.
Right.
Like you said, I'm a kid in a candy store. It's like Christmas morning, and
really
every gift is the big gift. It's like, dude, it just doesn't stop. So I'm going to real quick, I want to say a shout out to Walter. Did I say his name was Walter this morning? I forgot already.
Jim and...
No, the Streak and Beacon guy.
Oh, yes, Walter.
It was Walter. So I'm doing my live this morning, okay? And as I'm doing this live at the Fuel Island on my private page, this gentleman walks through my shop. And I'm thinking it's a driver just, heading to get his coffee. And
it's not.
It's his morning walk. He had a stogie. I'm like, oh, stogie. I'm like, huh? Is it a good one? If it smells like crap, it's not. Okay, I worked on a few films in my life, and there were some stogie smoking drivers. Okay, and I learned all about cigars through drivers, technically. Anyway, so I end the live, and I walk past him. I said, I'm not smelling that stogie. Is it going? And he says, yes, da-da-da. And he had blue beacon on his.
Right.
And I said, you work at the Streak and Beacon. I said, what's your policy on people filming? Because I'm already over there kind of filming it.
Right.
He's like, don't worry about it. I'm the general manager. Go ahead.
Nice.
And I'm like, keep on trucking. But I said, you know what? Thank you for what you do for these men and women out here. And it just felt good to interact with him and just out at the truck stop. And it was through trucking, even though they clean them. But my point is I want to say thank you to Walter for letting me be out there, and to Jim and Shane and everybody else for being a part and letting me be a part of your lives and it me on the driver's side.
And you know what? I mean, I love watching you because you get binoculars out and everything as he sits there and peeks. He'll be talking to me in the middle of a sentence seriously, and then all of a sudden he'll be like peeking underneath our blinds to see. He spots a truck, and especially at night when all the lights chicken lights are on. And so the cool thing about it is that even though he's like a kid in a candy store and he gets so excited about things, it's that excitement and his passion that I think, in my opinion, that the drivers, I
actually got a customer right now if I want.
Peepers, now you're not leaving right now. I think it's your personality, that excitement that allows.
I'm ready to go.
Allows the drivers for you to approach them.
Well, here
you know what I'm saying. You're not.
I get what you're saying. No, it's a weirdo in the beginning, and then they get it.
I mean, you're excited, but you could feel your energy, that it's happy, it's a passion, it's a love for their truck and for what they do. And that comes across, and it's that energy that radiates out of you. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I just think that you're approachable, that you are approachable.
Okay,
with them.
It's also with the people that I've already interacted with,
right.
The brothers and sisters that I've met. Mm-hmm. It's them. It's technically them that pull me up, because I want this video to play so bad, because I want to say a special shout out to XLG. All right, because that's who that was yesterday. This video right here, hopefully, will play. And a special thank you to XLG, because this is the first people I run into yesterday at the truck stop.
Yeah. Got him. Stronger. This is how legends are made. Above it all, untouchable. A new animal. This is how legends are made.
This is how legends are made. And I want to say that's Charles from XLG. But shout out to Lunchbox, Jay, and Bryce. I want to say Bryce is the guy in the office.
Yeah.
And they speak highly of that guy.
I think he's the owner.
I don't know, but they speak highly of that guy. Yeah. So the trickle effect, as far as that goes, is that company's obviously a good company. They're taking care of their drivers, and obviously even their escorts. Because the guy with the escort company, it's like, dude, send me that video. Yeah. But when I walked up, I had this hat on.
Yeah,
and I didn't know. I did not know that XLG was on the side of that truck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey guys, you mind? Like you said, approachable. I said, hey, mind if I'm out here? I highlight professionals within the industry. Heavy haul, all of them.
Yeah.
And they see the driver looked at me and says, nice hat. I was like,
he forgot which hat.
I'm like, right on. And I didn't.
He forgot which hat he had on.
I didn't realize that when I went until I went up to the door.
Yeah.
Because I always talk to him prior for you because we get our signature, peace out. That's her. Yeah. Just because I did it one time with the driver. I did it one time with the driver as he was driving by me. He went to the window and he did this. He said, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's our signature shot.
Yeah.
And I asked him about that. So when I came up, that door said XLG. And I'm like, oh, that's why I get it. But it's an awesome thing, and it's not just it's a magic that happens. I want to say.
Yeah, I agree. And and
I'm following my dream.
You are, and I'm proud of you for that. And I think that you're really great with your videos. Honestly, you're very, very creative. It takes a lot of time and work and to do those, just like as far as time and work. Yes. Okay. So I had to create a cover page. I'm going to talk about this because the page for Mark Eastep, is up. And I will be sending you guys all links and invitations to it because I have to do some final touches. But I was sitting there doing the cover photo for it. If you want to go up, I'll show you.
Hold on real quick. I know you can show me, but real quick, the gentleman we're talking about is Mark. Did we take it down?
Which one?
I had his note in there.
Oh, yes, I probably did.
Okay, all right. So you want to go to the page you created, right? All right,
so this is what it's going to look like, and it is called the Driver's Sides Haul in the Holiday to Mark Eastep.
So look at that.
Go ahead. So I created this, and this is the cover. So if you go on to the page, this is what it's going to look like. They're there. I have some more stuff to do today, you guys. I will have all the links up, and I'll put some more information on there, a little backstory, and just basically it's going to be for if you wanted to donate. I'll have the Cash App and Venmos and stuff on there. If you wanted to donate to give and help us give this driver, a fellow brother.
We have an opportunity to give Christmas away this year, and it's the first time we've ever done it on the driver's side. I've reached out to certain people that have done things in the past for people like this, like Jeremy Wanacamp. I just reached out to him, 18 Wheels for Bubba.
Right.
That man is responsible for all that.
Right.
Okay, I'm just going to go there with that, period. Point being is he said, Wayne, make a page.
Right.
Separate it. Make it of the driver's side, but separate it.
Yeah.
And put everything up there, and do not let nobody in because it will get messed up. Handle it yourselves, but let the drivers haul it out.
Right.
And that's what we're doing. And you created this page,
I did.
This cover photo, and believe it, that cover photo is Shane's truck from yesterday. Yeah. So we don't just go out and grab something off the internet. We actually take something that footage that I created or something like that, and we put it to a meme or a page, and we create that around that because it has to be driver driven. Anybody can take a meme, write on it, and make it go viral.
Right.
Okay, this is not that case. This is something that's going to change somebody's life forever, and it's going to be because of you drivers.
Right.
And I'm hoping that even after the holidays, this gentleman has lost his legs due to diabetes, which has caused havoc in my family.
Yeah.
But after the holidays, that he continues to feel part of the brother and sisterhood that he so proudly represents.
Yeah.
He does, because he's proud. He's on feeds of different people that broadcast. He's all over the trucking community, and he deserves to still be part of the community.
Right. So we're going to go and make sure that he'd asked for a couple things. And so Ellie, shout out and thank you to you for already getting the cup to him. And I know that she's going to send it to him. V, we also thank you for donating for anyone else who wants to participate in this, as well as any kind of donations to go. And we're going to document everything, going shopping. Not too much though, because in case he's watching, we don't want him to see everything that he's getting. But we're just going to make this drivers, our fellow brothers, a special Christmas this year, and his son.
Here's what I would like to see.
So,
in all honesty, what I would like to see is, yes, we will have, like trucking with V. Some drivers just don't have the time. Okay, working drivers, trucking with V. She's got all about safety, putting her work in, but right away she stopped and said, donate. And she's the one that kicked it off. Colleen, I want to believe too.
She's waiting for the app.
For the page, for the app, and everything to go up.
Right.
But I lost my train of thought. Oh, so outside of that part, we're going to provide the address for the home that he's in.
Yes.
And get a hold of the staff. So if you drivers.
Yeah, we got some great stuff planned.
If you drivers go to the page, the address will be there. You can just send a gift directly to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we want to make sure that this is organically done and it's done from the driver, not just because we want publicity. Okay. The bonus is that. But this gentleman reached out and he said, pair of sweats, maybe a shirt.
Yeah.
A hat, and a Flying J cup. Oh hell no! You're getting
which Ellie got, guys. By the way, so
you're getting a whole 9. His
Yeah.
son. He's like a hat for my son, a Peterbilt hat. Right.
Yeah.
We got you, driver. That's for one thing. Is we got your 6.
Yeah, because he was already schooling his son at an early age and teaching him how to drive, from what I understand
13.
too.
13.
Yeah, young. So he
13.
reached him as far as that, and his son had just turned 18. I want to say sometime in November he just turned 18. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna do it right, you guys. Okay, so that page is gonna be for all the information and the updates of what's going, the lives that are going on, and so you can see the whole process and where, how, all the information. Okay, or you guys can always call us too.
All right, so let's go take a break,
Yep,
and then we'll head over to the comments. So you guys, if you want your
mornings.
Man, you're cutting me off today.
I know.
What the hell?
I know.
Calm down.
Okay, I'm sorry I got excited by the whole Christmas thing. I'm so excited.
Calm down.
So excited.
That's for you, Scott. Sorry, can't help myself. No, you're serious. I've been told that my whole life. It affects me.
I know.
It affects me. He'll learn.
Okay.
He'll learn. Go ahead, try to calm me down. The more you tell me, the more I go.
Okay, you want to take
This is what keeps me calm. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
They were stupid.
Man's job is never done. Good morning.
Lot lizards are looking worse these days.
Hi. Hi. Good morning.
Bob Cook, Glenn, Ronald, John Hall, Kevin, Chucky. Chucky, you be good. Stucky, you be this dude over on TikTok. You sent me some messages last night. Get it, driver. Charles Bundy, John Freese, Karen, Dennis Hicks, Cheryl Pollard, Leanne, Mike Shetfield. I hope your dad's doing better, baby. I'm sliding back there.
Okay.
All right. Joe Hood, Alicia, Phil Tristan, John Jakes, Dugans, Becky. All right. Kelly Shane, Bob, Keith. All right. Come on, guys. I can't keep up with them. Jesus. Okay. My God. Philip Kirby. Yeah, I can't. They're going too fast. They're popping in on our side. Scott.
Good morning, everyone.
Rick, Kale, Judy, wait, hold on. Ed Rogers. I don't want to ignore.
Ed.
I don't want to ignore Ed Rogers. Real
No,
quick.
we're not.
All right, Ed Rogers can't help you. Can't we help you guys? Wayne and Sheila, how can we sponsor or help you guys?
Mhm.
That's coming.
Yes. Like
man.
I said, he's going to put the
Thanks,
post. We'll
Ed.
put the Facebook post up
I appreciate
on
that.
the driver's side. That'll go out. And then It will also go out to so that you know what page to go to and what
Sheila.
information. It'll have all that information on
Sheila,
there. Yeah.
he's talking about us.
Oh, us? Just call us.
You know what? That helped right there.
Yeah.
That helped right there because just recognizing the work that we do, that helps right there. I appreciate you. All right, let's go. Scott Granger, calm you down. I will put you out cleaning horse stalls.
Yeah.
And what? I'll be TikToking with the horses. What is your point?
Yeah, now we have
Let
more.
alone, they're not horses. They're mini horses. So
They're still horses.
I get
They're
to,
adorable.
yeah, and I feel dominant over them. So I'm gonna have them picking up their own stalls. You know what I'm saying? What? Flint Creek says, "Good morning, transport." Flint
Oh,
Creek,
that's a cool name.
I hope you're taking care of your drivers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot going on.
Good morning,
Bob,
Flint Creek.
let's go to Bob. I know Bob's already in here. He's pissed about something. I promise
What?
you. What about Bob? Good old Bob. Bob says this used to be a nice truck stop. It was a Petra then. It went to a Flying J. Now it's called Pen 80. The parking lot is destroyed. Be careful when you come in here. Big potholes. Exit 215 in Milton, Pennsylvania. I told you, Bob was pissed already.
But thanks for the tip, Bob. That's good
What
information.
about
No one
Bob?
wants to be right? No, oh my gosh, we should totally do that segment. What about Bob?
Right.
Yeah, a good tip.
Bob
No one
can
wants
have
to go through
Bob
potholes.
can have his own segment on the show.
What about Bob? I'm not joking. That's like a great. We'll give you like your own little skit thing of
It
just
reminds me, but
little pictures and memes and stuff.
it
Bob, that'd
reminds
be
me of
awesome.
Saturday show.
What?
He get on there. Just go to someone else. He's a great guest. He's a great guy. Shout out to Bob Cook. I appreciate you, brother. All right, we got trucking news, right?
We do,
Should we
and I
just
have
jump
a
on
few of
into
it.
it?
Mhm.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's not, guys. You're gonna be
Seriously?
happy when I get to Feel Good Friday because today's news is not that great. So
What?
I know.
Are you seriously
I'm
taking
sorry,
down that rabbit
but
hole?
we do. Okay, in all seriousness, you guys, please go to my pictures because over the weekend, not only with Arlene Bennett, we did lose another trucking brother. So
Wiggly?
rest in peace, brother.
Rest in
Driver.
peace, brother.
There you go. Thank you. Okay.
Oh.
So
Oh,
it
Sheila,
was-
come on.
I know. Shortly before 7 p.m. on Saturday, December 5th, in Steuben County, Indiana, a truck driver lost his life. The police say that 61-year-old Michigan-based driver Stephen Downs was hauling a bulk liquid tanker-filled milk eastbound on I-90 near mile marker 151 when, for unknown reasons, the semi ran off the edge of the road onto the soft shoulder. It's reported that the driver attempted to correct but lost control, causing the truck and trailer to roll onto the driver's side in the median, causing extensive damage to the vehicle. Okay, the driver did not survive. Prayers to his family. Stephen, you are Trucking Heaven's highways. You are in our prayers and thoughts, and also condolences to the family. We have lost another brother. There was a comment. This was out of CDL Life, you guys, and it was on their Facebook page. And I want to read this one comment because I just thought it was really cool. This
Can I take
comment.
the picture down?
Yes, you can take
Please,
the picture
my
down.
God. I can't.
Okay,
It's hard
this
for me to
comment
look at.
came from Dan Burton Humphrey. It says, Heaven's Gate port of entry is open, driver. Bossman says, roll on through. Want you to go see Peter in receiving. Says his employees will take care of your loved ones. Set your brakes. You're home.
Get it. Who wrote that?
That came from a man named Dan Burton Humphrey, and I thought it was beautiful. I just thought it was very creative and very heartfart and
Very profound
beautiful.
and
It really
impactful.
was. It was. I always say
Nice.
Trucking Heaven's highways, and when I saw that, I really loved it. So our prayers and condolences to the family.
Right, and we did lose a sister, Arlene Bennett,
That's
which
what
I
I
will
did.
honor her,
Yes.
and I will put something together for her. I won't half step that. Okay, and every brother and sister deserves a good memory and a good just their legacy shelved
Right.
correctly.
Right.
I'm not sure. What was this driver's name?
The driver's name was Stephen Downs.
So, to their family and loved ones, or your thoughts, we're in our thoughts and prayers for you guys. And then, but Arlene Bennett, okay, I know of her personally, and I've met her personally. Talked to her a couple times. She wasn't a big fan of mine, but I don't. Regardless, we still had respect for each other for the industry. At the end of the day, we all wanted a better industry for each other. So what I'm going to do for Arlene Bennett is I'm going to put something together for her, and we'll dedicate a show for her and stuff like that, because in the end, she was a legend in this industry, will still be a legend, and her legacy will be carried out forever. You're going to see things coming out from certain outlets about Arlene Bennett. I promise you that.
Oh, for
There'll
sure.
be fundraisers. There'll be all kinds of stuff for Arlene Bennett, and I strongly suggest you support that and show some appreciation for that driver that is no longer with us. That sister really looked out. She was an angel to this industry and continued to be an angel, just on the other side.
And speaking of falling, I need you to go to Wiggly.
Oh my. Uh-oh.
Right. I'm helping.
Oh God! You on the PETA train again? Oh,
I am.
This woman, the PETA wagon.
I can't help it.
Here she goes.
I can't help it. I mean, we've had.
They're gonna shut our show down.
We've had cows, we had turkeys, and now we have pigs. So I said on this, we got the billboard for you, PETA. We're helping you out a little bit here.
My gosh, what about the driver?
So the driver's okay.
Good.
I said,
And poor pigs. I don't have a heart here.
I know.
But my God, PETA, give these men and women a break. They're doing their job, and it doesn't go perfect every time.
Yeah. So a single truck wreck on Friday, December 4th in Stafford County, Virginia, left 20 pigs dead. The driver was traveling along I-95 when it lost control and ran off the left side of the roadway, striking a barrier wall before jackknifing across the northbound lanes, causing the fuel tank to rupture and catching the cab on fire. The driver sustained only minor injury, and it is okay, was able to get out and is okay. But 20 of the 200 pigs were not so lucky.
That's
Driver was charged with reckless driving, but rest in peace, Porky. Just saying. Or Wiggly for your case. I had a pig as a kid that became sausage that my mother forgot to tell me. It was a horrific event. However, it has not stopped me from eating pork these days. But my pig's name was Patches, by the way. Just saying.
So yesterday,
I have a little heartfelt there for those pigs. I think a little more than I did on the cows.
So wait, let me look at this real quick. I got to see something.
Yeah.
There's Wiggly. So
of course I put Wiggly on there. And Patches.
You're stupid.
What? What?
So yesterday. Okay, this is how the show works. Yeah. This is how things work. Okay, I'm just going there. You are stupid. That's why. We're sitting at the table yesterday. She's on the computer researching. I'm out talking to drivers, catching them in the act of trucking. Mm-hmm. I'm out there almost getting run over, becoming a pigly, Wiggly. Yesterday, she just looks at me. She goes, "Honey, if you had a pig, what would you name it?" Right? I said Wiggly.
Yeah.
Because I hear Pigly, I hear Wiggly. If you had a pig, Pigly, Wiggly.
Right.
You were stupid. That's how you. And
I named it.
I made the memorial. I made the actual the cross. Thank you so much.
I did. I put my pig in there.
But you know what pisses me off is you gave me a pig and then killed it.
Well,
if you had a pig, what would you name him? Wiggly. Okay, your pig's dead now.
Well,
what the hell?
Minus 2 Patches is on there.
Yeah, but you knew Patches was going to die
I did not know
at making this cross you did, making this memorial you did. When you asked me if I had a pig, I didn't know my pig was going to die at the moment I had it.
Let's get this straight. Mom was not forthcoming about what that pig was for originally. Okay, she just let me go out and ride the darn thing, go out and play with it, feed it, everything else. She was not forthcoming of what was going to happen, okay, until Patches became breakfast one day. That's how I found out. So just saying, it was a little traumatic.
Oh, God.
So I had.
Well, it's funny, though, because, speaking of things, I heard they got a new shelf on the Elf out.
Oh,
I heard they got a new shelf on the Elf, and I was able to find
Elf
it.
on the Shelf.
Elf on the Shelf on the Elf. Is that what I said? Is that actually shelf?
You said Shelf on the Elf. Which some people do like to.
Well, the way this one's looking, it does look that way. I saw one yesterday at the store, and I had to catch it.
Right? That is so appropriate for 2020.
It's a gremlin. And not the good one.
No, man, I don't know, man. That thing would be out the door so darn fast if I saw this sitting on the shelf one day.
All right, are we gonna get back to trucking here or what? Do we have anything left in trucking news?
We do, and this is also gonna lead.
God, to... what else you got in this trucking news?
Yes, I know. I had to.
No, are we gonna get worse? Are you stupid? Why did
it's not worse. Okay, it's not good, but guys, I've been waiting on this because more and more is happening. No, okay, but I do need you to excuse me.
Which ones?
Okay, I do need you Thank you.
Okay, what is that?
Okay.
Oh.
I have been waiting on this for a week, and the reason is, guys, as you know, I go through the news a lot. Okay. And it's coming up more and more and more and more. And so
seriously, be careful, driver. She brought this up to me.
Yes.
Okay, real quick.
Hold
As
on.
you see it on the ticker down below,
please
please pay attention.
Okay, I'm gonna read the article of the trucking news part, and then which is gonna lead into the topic that I want to discuss, because nobody wants to talk about it. Okay, so there was. Let me go back. I'm sorry, you guys. I wasn't prepared right at that very second. Okay, there was a family of 3 that was killed in a head-on collision with a semi. A crash happened on December 5th, about 1 a.m. near Altoona, Iowa. Police said the car entered I-80 going west in the eastbound lanes. The car, a VW Golf, collided head-on with an eastbound semi-truck. All 3 people, man, woman, and baby, were instantly killed, while the 59-year-old truck driver was not seriously injured. The accident is under investigation as to why the car was driving the wrong way on I-80. So, okay, now one comment, again, this is off of CDL Life, and this is off of their Facebook page. One of the comments, one of the drivers said, one comment, put wrong way spikes down and people would have flat tires before being able to enter a highway the wrong way. Okay, which I thought was a good idea. But because it is under investigation, and then here was the second comment, and this is going to lead to my topic. Another one said, suicide by truck. Poor driver of the semi. He, she will have to live with this for the rest of his or her life. Okay, guys, this is going to lead me into the topic. I know this is not something anyone wants to talk about.
It's reality. It's just reality, Sheila.
And the reason is that this particular one, whether it is or it isn't, but his comment, I am not joking, okay? In probably the last 4 months, I have seen where they have basically are ruling that way, probably at least 6 or 7 within 6 months.
Well, hold on real quick. These investigations they have to get deeper, Sheila. Okay,
right.
So real quick before you
Right.
blow past that part, because that's the key thing right there.
Right.
Is more of this is being deeply investigated
Right.
because of the professional that's at risk.
Right.
Okay, and it's not
Yes.
just with these 2. There's something I'm going to touch on right after this that is you can't prevent either. Freak accidents. Go ahead.
Right. Well, and that's the problem of it, is that it is almost impossible for them to prove that it is suicide unless there is a note. So it is such an ongoing, lengthy investigation that goes on. And even when it gets into a court, they don't even like to say, even though everything looks like it's going in that direction, everything, there could have been innuendos along the way, how it happened. But even in court, because of the jury, they're even delicate of how they say it that way. They will say an unfortunate accident. They will not bring that word suicide by semi or suicide by truck into it. They will go around it. Insurance companies don't like to talk about it. Fleet carriers don't want to talk about it. Drivers who were involved don't want to talk about it, but it is a serious issue because of the long-term repercussions that it has on the driver after this has happened. Okay. There is no studies, and they don't even know. I mean, it gets listed under everything else. They don't even know how many. And here was what I was found interesting, because I actually started reading on this last week, is that, okay, the railroad actually has its own study to conduct of how many people suicide by truck, and they have to do that. Okay. The trucking industry does not.
And they need to. And
sometimes they have it labeled under different avenues.
They categorize it
under pedestrian, casualty. They lump it under so many things, so that even if it's not getting lumped under that category, and they don't have any statistics of proving that's on it. And the reason I was bringing it up is that, guys, we obviously this year has been really tough for
it's not getting easier.
A lot of people, okay, and people, especially around the holidays, get even more depressed, and so. We just want you guys to be aware, okay, and just keep an extra eyeball out if you see something unusual, like over in the tree line or over in those overpasses or bridges. Just
expect the unexpected.
Correct.
Can I grab this gear?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Can you want to do my shift?
Yeah.
All right. At the end of the day, you men and women are out there and you're a target in every aspect, every single aspect, even ones you can't help, a target for freak accidents.
Right.
Even though you don't know, it's a freak accident. I'm going to this story because I can speak upon this. I know the driver. I've been there for the driver. We were all there for the driver because what happened. And luckily and thankfully, by the grace of God, they're back in a seat today.
Right.
Okay. Dublin, Texas. Okay. It's got one stoplight. It's right by the Dr. Pepper, the first Dr. Pepper plant, all that, you know. It's got one stoplight and there's a couple side streets as you go down the main 67, Highway 67. Dublin, Texas. We used to go through it almost every day, shoveling sand. And we used to convoy through, literally convoy through. By shifts, you know, morning, swing, or morning shift, swing shift, and graveyard.
Right.
Okay. Swing shift was heading through. Okay. Day shift's coming, or morning shift's coming back. Day shift's coming back. Swing shift's heading through. Boom. Cross paths. Boom. No problem. Couple, 3 trucks as we get to the light. I was the last one through the light. Here comes a truck. They're stopped to the light. Ricky, Laura, John. Laura's in the back. They go to take off from the light, or they just went through the light. She was the last one through. I was the last one through. Waved. Sure enough, there was kids at a house. 13-year-old boy, and 12-year-old boy. Got to the house. They went in the backyard. There's a horse. Kid said, "Do not mess with the horse," to his friend. The friend jumped on the horse. The horse took off with the kid on it. Down the street.
I remember this story.
Down the street. Right across 67. Boom, right in the back of that trailer, right in the side of that trailer. Right. That sand can. Boom, under the tandems. Done. Horse, kid, gone. 13. Driver couldn't help it. He was in the middle of the trailer, side street coming through. She was just doing her job. We were forced to reroute for 6 months. We could not go. We had to go 100 miles out of route.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Just us drivers. We weren't allowed to go through that intersection anymore.
Right.
Down that path. Nothing. Settled out of court, all that. But in the midst of all that, that poor family lost a son, a brother, a friend, the kid's family that was part of that owned the horse wreckage. And then that driver, the one that took the life.
Right.
The one that took it was never the same. To this day, she still has trouble. What I'm trying to say is, in these freak accidents, that suicide by truck is a freak accident for you.
Right.
And the thing is,
and
they're
it's
not
your
investigated
fault.
that way. And the thing is you're out on that line on top of all that blood on your hands. Please be vigilant in everything you do in your career today as a driver. That's all I can say, because we can only be there so much for you. In the end, the sacrifices you make that go unnoticed, we appreciate.
Right.
Thank you, driver.
Right.
Just saying.
And it's important, guys. If this happened to you, or if it should happen to you, it is not your fault. Okay. There is
Get some help.
There is no ifs, ands, or buts that you replanted in your head that it's going to change it. That could have changed it. What if I did this? Okay, guys, there are resources out there. A lot of people go through a really horrible time on it and carry that regret for a long time, and it causes PTSD. Please, guys, know that there is help out there. If the situation has happened to you and you're still struggling with it, or should it happen to you, reach out to somebody as soon as you can. Okay.
And also,
okay,
companies, be there for your drivers.
Right.
Period. Okay. The company I'll say this. Chalk Mountain went completely corporate and completely went mega. They're the Swift of the oil industry now, but they were there for that driver through every step of the way.
Right.
All the medical she needed for help.
Right.
Everything, all the way down.
Right.
They were there. That
That's
I
a good
can
company.
say they were there for that driver. So in the end, they're still a good company. And thank you to Mindy and all them over at Chalk Mountain. You know, because that was great. So, All right, are we done with
We are
trucking
done,
news?
guys.
My God,
like I said,
Debbie
it wasn't
Downer.
a topic that
Debbie
I know,
Downer,
I know, but
dude,
it was a topic that I wanted to talk about for like a week now, and I wanted to do it on Talk to Me Tuesday. Guys, we'll read the comments here in a minute. So why don't that's the end.
How
of
about
before
this?
We get to national news. Let's take a break and we'll come back to comments.
Well, how about we just go to comments now before we take the break, because otherwise we get lost in those comments because we're in the next one.
Yeah.
But I got something to uplift us because the truck community stepping up. I did a duet over on TikTok with Colby. All right, so no, they're still good out there. Let's go over to comments, Sheila. Oh, my God, you just really took this down.
I know. I'm sorry.
Sherry says, back in the 80s, I had a motorcycle hit me head on. I was driving a cab over Mac. I still have nightmares about it. My heart goes out to that driver. And Sherry, you are in our prayers.
Yes,
okay,
Sherry.
you are in our prayers. We appreciate
And
you.
we hope that
all right.
you don't drag any of that.
All right, here we go. It's PTSD. It may never go away. Yes, this is true. Right. All right, Gary Jones says, Philip Kirby, you too, bro. Thank you. Shout out to SPB Trucking. Get it in the house. Good morning, Gary. I hope everybody's doing good over at SPB Trucking. All the way from dad to mama. I think mom's on vacation right now. To the sister that runs it. His sister runs that office. And to Deborah. That's strong. The dynamic duo.
Yeah.
And of course,
they have a dynamic duo.
And of course, Gary Jones. Oh, God, Gary. I had here's what I'm gonna say. Thank God we're at the truck stop, and thank God I hit a honey hole, because we are getting tired of seeing your trucks, Gary. Just saying, bro.
They're beautiful.
All right, Bob Cook says that happened to me twice. Car going the wrong way on Route 30 and 59. Yep, it happened to me twice. They passed me in the left lane. Okay,
man, going the wrong way. I
don't, man. God. Dave Unberger says, good morning, Wayne and Sheila. I got up early to say good morning. This is my first live morning with you. Oregon loves you. Shout out to Dave Unberger.
Dave.
Appreciate you.
Oregon too.
Dave Unberger is a union guy. Reminds me of my dad.
Yes, and we keep promising that we're going to do the.
We are going to do one.
We are going to do that. I was actually kind of thinking that I'll get a hold of you, Dave. Seriously, because I have a. All
right, and shout out to Glenn. Glenn actually knows the drivers that I met yesterday, and I verified that too. Do you know Glenn? He said, "Yep, let's get Chris." And they're Louisiana men. They're Louisiana guys.
Calais.
They're Louisiana, so they got that French accent, that Cajun.
Oh, well, then that's probably a French last name.
It is. It has to be.
Yeah.
These Cajuns.
Just like
I swear to God.
Just like when you say beignet.
Yeah, but I feel
it's not spelled that way at all. But man, are they delicious.
But they make me look like such a super trucker when I talk to them. It really does. It's terrible.
Well,
at the end of the day, they're good people, and I love mud bugs.
Well, we screwed up Alicia's name for goodness gracious for like 6 months.
And I'm going to go to one comment, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll head on into national news. And I'm going to Shannon Crass.
Okay.
Remember we talked to her yesterday?
Uh-huh.
All right, she's up for a physical today, guys. Keep her in your prayers, Shannon. Calm, cool, collected. We just had this topic on Saturday night about your medical card, blood pressure, everything that plays a part in to hindering that stresses the driver out, that hinders the driver, that gets him pushed out of the seat through their medical card. So, Shannon Crash, you are in our thoughts and prayers today. We believe in the power of prayer. So please, guys, in the comments, somebody say, we're with you, Shannon. I appreciate you, Shannon.
We're with you, Shannon.
All right. Man, Leanne is making great. I got to go to this comment because if you write it, I feel like we got to read it. The answer is, in my hometown, a little girl was killed when she slipped on leaves on her bike in her driveway and slid under the tandems of a semi. Oh. He was a student just out of school. Nothing he could do and be done.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing, guys, is on top.
Not your fault.
On top of it's not your fault. To the new driver coming into this industry and to the driver in this industry, the sacrifices and the risks you take on a daily, I want to thank you for.
Right.
Okay. You guys, again, are the heartbeat of America. And that's why I say you should be treated that way. Because the things that you're vulnerable to and that you're up against and that you can possibly go through are on a level that people cannot wrap their head around.
No.
On top of the fact that you have to take that highway every day with them.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of Shannon, that, she's in the process of moving, I want to do a shout out. I'm not trying to get past that, Leanne. Seriously, that is a awful story, and I hope that the driver of that is better and not, holding that regret and holding on to it, because it is not that driver's fault. I did want to, when you said Shannon, because I wanted to get in there, because guys, if you know that she is looking for places
to live,
the
Indiana area,
Gary, Indiana area.
She sent me the list yesterday.
Yes.
So, and what I thought was a good idea, because we want to help.
Yes.
And we don't know how we can help. But she's like, well, I don't know, I'm kind of wanting to move. I'm saying, and she's having trouble finding a place. So I figured, you know what, let's just throw that out there on the driver's side. And we'll keep mentioning it. We'll put the areas she's looking in, because maybe there's drivers out there that have property that they keep renting to people that are idiots, and they just want to put a driver in there because, well, they know that they're gone half the time. The kid, they get it.
Right.
So we're hoping that maybe could come through. But Gary Jones, real quick, you actually did. You're still making the driver's side, by the way. I used you with Kobe to uplift a young man that I believe is having challenges with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
So do you want to take the break now?
Yeah, let's go.
And then
Yeah,
we'll go
and then
there.
we'll come back
So,
and we'll do some national news.
Gary Jones, I appreciate you for providing content for us and to make people's lives just a little bit better. We'll be right back.
Scuff these Jordans, you can say you hate me, you can call me crazy, but don't touch my truck. Don't touch my truck.
Speaking of that, and don't touch my truck. I love being a kid. I'll never
He's so
grow up.
cute.
I'll never grow up. I saw this on TikTok and I was like, oh my God, how cool.
Oh.
Love it. And thank you, Gary Jones, and Peasterbelt Customs. Charlie and Jen over at Peasterbelt. I got my Peasterbelt on today.
Yes,
I
you
love
do.
it. I love it. All right, now to your national news, Sheila.
Okay. So go up to my pictures
Oh,
for
God. What have
Saturday
you
Night Live.
done again? Saturday Night Live. Oh, okay. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay, you
Oh,
guys.
what are they doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
you just gotta
boy.
love the people over at Saturday
Great
Night Live.
writers.
Yeah. Well, they have found a way around all the restrictions that are going down. So basically, what they did is that their season premiere, for the fall season premiere is coming out, and because of all the COVID restrictions, you're not supposed to have like any live studio audience or any indoor dining or anything because of all the restrictions that are going on. So what they did is that they paid $150 to all the audience.
Did you say the
members.
hall?
No. And they were considered as workers for them to participate in
They
the
made them
show.
production assistants?
So they made them workers for them to participate, paid them $150 so you get around it because you're still allowed to go to work around the COVID restrictions.
So basically what they
got
did,
a lot of, they've been getting a lot of.
I know what they did. They paid them as extras. That's the extra flat rate for the day. For 8 hours, a studio will pay you $150 just to go walk on the background.
And
that's what that is.
And it's work. And so you're allowed in the building and in there because you're going to work. So they've been getting a lot of flack about it, but I was like, well, good for you
it's
guys.
no different from Gary Jones and buying an older truck. E-log exempt, baby.
I just
saying, bro.
I thought it was great. It was, it was a little. I
It's
knew
awesome.
that this was going as
It's
far
awesome.
as the trucking news, and I had to go.
It's
I
awesome.
love Saturday Night Live. I grew up watching Saturday
Get
Night
it.
Live with the original. I love Gilda
What?
Radner.
What? I mean,
love
come
when she
on.
played Rosanna Dana.
I love Jeff.
I did too, and he was part of the original cast members too. So,
It sucks. They're destroying everything with the COVID, even truck shows.
Right.
Gary Jones says March, Wayne.
Right.
Not till March. Son of a bitch.
But people are finding
Screw
ways around
you.
it, and I thought that was a great story.
Well, Gear Jammers had a truck show at the racetrack. They got around it some way or another, and they already announced the next truck show for 2021, and they added tractor pulls.
Well, it could be. I think you can get around it as long as that the restrictions are. It's kind of like the drive-in movie things. You know what I mean? Like if you stay in the truck, or they kind of drive by. I'm not sure how that works, or maybe one.
I saw SPB Hater Maid rounding the track out there. I was pissed I didn't go. I was pissed. It's okay.
Well,
I'm gonna start some shit at some truck shows. I promise you.
Well, hopefully.
I promise you.
Well, hopefully,
Hopefully, I'll start some shit at the truck shows.
Hopefully, there'll be some shows. Sorry, guys. The dog's
There
pushing
is.
me out of
I
it.
told you, Gear Jammers already announced 2021.
I mean, more than that.
Oh, they're better than me.
Yeah.
They took Mats and Gats away. So they're all going virtual. So, but I'm okay with them going virtual. You know what I'm saying?
We turn heads. Got the parking lot popping with the old school jams. Show up, we show off.
Just saying,
Right.
bro. I'm ready for virtual. Got all the truck porn I need.
Are you ready to get into some
I'm
weather?
like JJ, the king of beepers. I'm driver's side, king of porn.
Okay, while he's still over there drooling over the footage over there, guys, now is the time we're going to be getting into weather.
All right. Drop
And
your weather,
so-
drop your comments, drop your
Drop your
location, drop your weather. We'll be right back. Are we taking another break? We'll be right back.
They say when you meet the love of your life, time stops.
Love is passion. Love is passion. Love is passion. Obsession. 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 Someone you can't live without. You can't live without. I say, fall head over heels. Find someone you can love like crazy and love you the same way back.
I know we haven't got a little wet now because we're going over today.
Yeah,
I tell
we're
you,
going over a
they're
little
not
bit
lying. I mean, these people that say that
Yeah.
we need a longer show, I agree.
Either that or we just we really need to get together and compress it more and not jab so much about it.
That's
all.
working harder, bro.
I'm just saying.
That's hard.
Anyways, okay, guys, in your weather, we've got some rain expected in the upper northwest, which is eastern Washington to eastern northern California, while a few snow showers are possible in the eastern Great Lakes and central Appalachians.
Oh.
Winter weather advisory for Washington from Winthrop areas down to Ellensburg, as well as on the east from New York down to West Virginia. We've got wind advisory in Montana from upper northwest areas of Cut Bank down to Chateau and other southern portions, with stronger winds in the Rocky Mountain front and Bear Paw Mountains and the Judith Basin, as well as in the Bozeman to Red Lodge. California's, here we go again with more wind advisories. High wind warning in effect from Bakersfield, Santa Barbara, Palmdale, down to Chula Vista. Starting late this afternoon, winds in the mountain and foothill winds will be from 50 to 60 miles an hour, up in some areas to 70 miles per hour. Along the coast and valleys, they're going to be winds of 30 to 50 miles an hour. Guys, be extremely careful in California going through there. Temperature-wise, mild throughout the west and heartland, while colder temperatures are across the eastern third of the country. Record cool temperatures in Florida, where some areas will struggle to reach the mid-60s, which we know that Florida normally has a lot warmer temperature than that. Here, it is sunny for us. Yay! Sunny and clear, so I'm excited. I love when the sun is out and it's not so cold. I'm going to smack him. Stop it. And that was your weather.
Oh, God, I hate weather.
And now back to you, Wayne.
Oh,
There you go.
Thank you, amiguette.
Yeah, Wayne, amigo. Okay.
And real quick, guys, I want to touch on something else before we go to your comments and your weather and stuff like that. This for Mark, this holiday card that's made for the page. And you notice the cross in the background. That's really cool, Sheila. Sheila, you did a great job on that. We would love pictures of your trucks to make holiday cards with.
Oh yeah.
So send them in. We'll pick trucks and we'll make holiday cards. Gary Jones was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So thank you to Gary Jones, SPB Trucking. But
And if you guys are decorating too, send them.
you're gonna get pushed out.
Yeah. If you're decorating them, you've got little wreaths or little bows or little antlers or whatever on there.
I think there's,
Send those too.
like Gary's just a little excessive. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, because there's something coming from them, and it's just a little excessive.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Something new.
Yeah, I know.
New.
I got.
Let's go over to your comments.
What's the weather like in your area? Go up.
Gary, I can't kill you, bro. I need to shoot your trucks first. Well, Gary, please sign this piece of paper. I'm going to send over to you before you die.
He called you a goofy bastard.
I don't
He is.
care. I am well, he got personal. He went to bastard. All right, here we go. Weather. Gary Jones says it's 50 degrees in Barstow. Fuckers in Barstow.
Yes.
Excuse my language. Bastards in Barstow again. Vincent over on YouTube says it's 34 in Dodge City, Kansas. Ew, are you picking
Cold.
up beef?
Cold.
Are you picking up meat? Dude, I went to Dodge City and picked up beef one time, dude. I didn't eat steak for like 3 months. Oh, it's the worst experience of my life. Augusta, Georgia, John Hall says 31 and sunny. Dennis Hicks, the
And Jan
dirty
Cole.
Jers is 35. Colleen our heavy hauler. Colleen, I don't know if she took it down.
I
Yep,
probably
she
did.
You did. She took your truck down. Heavy hauler, woman, heavy hauler, just like Devery. Get it. Keith Becker says eastbound. Or he called me. That's Gary. Called me a goofy bastard.
He did call you.
Eastbound and down, loaded up trucking in Sutherland, Nebraska. It is 36 and cloudy. Philip Kirby, 55 in Mobile,
There you
Alabama.
go. At least that's better. That's starting to sound warm compared to the 30s.
And we have a breaking news fax alert. We have a breaking fax alert. Wayne Campbell, the truck porn king. You hit it. Brittany Aikens says it is 26 in Johnson Corner, Colorado. Chucky, my man, says it's 38 in Tennessee, Chattanooga. All right, 22 and cold, Mr. Lefty Bundy, one arm says. Charles Lefty Bundy says. Charles, we want to thank you. Charles is our production assistant on the backside, guys. Charles does a lot of stuff for the driver's side and for the Saturday show. They got stuff coming. Him and Kelly Shane pulled the trigger on something yesterday, and I'm all in. Let's green light it. Let's go. So
we got great
lot
things coming.
of things coming from the driver's side, not just trucking either. Well, part of trucking, an extension of trucking, a branch of trucking. All right. All right, we're good. All right. So Carla says it is 31 and cloudy in Sparta, Wisconsin. Semi accident westbound I-94.
Oh.
Be careful, guys. Seriously, be careful.
Okay.
And that is your weather for Talk to Me Tuesday.
Yep. So now let's go over into the what now question.
You know what? Wait. I'm a little disappointed in the what now question. I'm not.
Well, you know what?
No, I'm not going.
Better
The fact
than
that you had to
others.
go post it in other places
you know
to
what?
get answers out of people, it bothers me.
It's okay.
Drivers want to talk about you, and
It's
to the ones that did, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And this is my personal opinion coming out. You drivers that say you want to help new drivers and stuff like that, but then again, they're working drivers. They can't live on Facebook. Let me shut up.
And some of the questions, okay, these are questions that are actually asked online. You can type in.
Yeah, these are the most frequently asked questions.
A bunch of questions will
from
come
new
up
drivers.
New drivers come out. So these aren't just random ones that I sit there and I think, what would be a question? So, anyways, they are questions, and some are better than others. And I know that you engage in more than others. And this one, I guess, didn't have as much response as normal.
All right, you want to stop rambling and get to the question?
So here the question was, I'm new to the industry and work for a company. If I don't use a load board, should I still use a trucking app? If so, why and which one is the best? You want to go to the
Well, I wonder if Gary's sister will let us know. Gary does use a certain app that just for tracking, but I'm not going to mention them. Go, here's your answers.
You're so bad. He's such a bear poker. Seriously.
I'm a douche. I'm a total douche.
Bear poker.
You hit it.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing here?
Go ahead. You want to start with Ronald?
Yeah, it's already out. Oh, you want me to? Okay, Ronald Herbert says to the question, he says, when I was out there, I had very good brokers that I could really rely on every week. And sometimes when I needed to look, I use the load boards and truck stops, and I had a site on my computer, but I didn't I didn't use it very much. Been very lucky and worked with very trustworthy people, which is becoming harder to find.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And
Again.
Thanks, Ronald, for answering that.
Ronald,
so basically,
for that.
when he was working for someone, he had a great team there, so that he didn't really need to. He'd peek at the load boards, inside the truck stops, which I believe isn't that Dat who had
back in the day, that was the first one. Was the first one? I want to say it was the first one to put it up in a truck stop on a TV screen. It was like ESPN back in the day. A truck stop like you see now in bars and stuff like ESPN, the tickers and stuff. Those were load boards back in the day. Truckers been doing this way before ESPN and all them. Please. Give me a break. But I'm going to go to Larry Almont, the bear poker of all bear pokers. Love this guy. Larry Almont says, a company driver, you don't need a load board app. Maybe be a boredom, maybe Pilot or Loves app. Pilot's nice. You can reserve a show from your truck. Are you saying you can reserve the driver's side from your truck? When you reserve a spot from your truck? Right. You can reserve a parking spot. You can have reserved parking, valet parking at the truck stop, and watch driver's side. You can go inside and make sure. I'm putting it on the TV, like Sports Center.
I don't know what that. I had that song in my head. But Larry, thank you for your comment and what he's saying on there. Basically, drivers is if you're working for a company that Obviously, you don't need the big old fancy load board app.
Well,
but there are apps that you can get, the Loves or the Pilot ones that you can get other things in, and we'll get into other that. Okay, let me finish the comments because they do get addressed. Okay, so then I have from Dennis Hicks. I myself tend to use all of the apps for the truck stops in order to help myself be able to trip plan my day and set a goal for myself as far as how far I want to get each day. I also have the DriveWise app, which is great for a lot of scales and provides double coverage with pre-pass. Oh.
Yeah, well, pre-pass. Keep going. No, keep going. Don't worry about.
No,
don't worry about what I'm talking about.
Okay. And exactly. So he does, even though he you don't have to necessarily need a whole load board just to look at the load board. And we're going to get into that. Some of these apps, these trucking apps, have more to offer than just that. And I know that you'll be talking about.
Well, Gary Jones keeps in cinnamon rolls. He's going to be hauling his own ass.
Right.
I'm that RGN.
Stop it. Oh, please. That man's got to stop it. He could probably eat a whole bunch of them and wouldn't gain an ounce. Stop it.
Stop it. No, I'm picking on it. Let's talk about cinnamon rolls. Is there an app for that?
Right. So funny.
Oh, there actually is. There actually is.
Yeah, to tell you where the best cinnamon rolls would be. How about like the best ice cream or something? That would be awesome.
Oh, I'm killing myself. Yeah. Anyway, I'm killing myself.
So then Justin Williams said, okay, so as a new driver for a company that doesn't use a load board, I would say it would be a waste of money because that company that you hire onto should have contracts set up to where they stay busy all year and there won't be a need to use a load or waste your money on either one. So, yes, there are some. Let's finish it, and then we'll.
It's like Gary Jones is okay. So let's talk about Gary Jones is a small company.
Right.
They use a load board.
Right.
Okay. They use Internet Truck Stop. Okay. I've talked to Gary. I've sat down with Gary, and we've talked about Internet Truck Stop. We've talked about Trucker Tools. We've talked about that. We've talked about all of them. And I do that with every driver I meet. I talk apps with them on purpose.
Right.
Why? Because there's app companies out here absorbing drivers to influence to get you to download their app or use their app, this and that. The one thing what this is these companies have created funnel. They go out and they create funnels, which pushes you to their app, which is like the driver side. If somebody sponsors the driver side, okay, well, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to look into it. And it doesn't benefit the driver because the only way we're funneling you guys over there is if it benefits you. So as far as these apps and stuff go, they do benefit you, but which ones benefit you the best?
Right.
Is what we're looking for. And I was disappointed that we didn't get a lot of answers on this because I know these guys have phones full of apps.
Right.
Okay. But you have these old school drivers like Ronald. Dude, I don't need that.
Right.
I didn't. But Ronald, you do use Facebook to find us. So in the end, the technologies that drivers actually use, these old school drivers that they actually use today, that they said they would never use back then, that they use today, and they don't realize they're using it today. We're talking about this next level of stuff, the app. Everything's going app driven.
Right.
Okay. So if I'm making any sense here,
and you do make sense.
These are tools that you guys are actually starting to use,
right?
If not currently using.
Right.
And it's important because the new driver coming in or the veteran driver that is just getting into the technology and doesn't realize that this app is there, like let's say Trucker Path, for instance, for parking.
Right.
Right. It helps them out a little bit. They don't know this.
Right.
And that driver that goes from the flip phone to the smartphone. My mother passed away. My mother, God rest her soul, love that woman to this man, my rock. She died with a flip phone. Okay, well, she wasn't willing to make that transition, which hurt because she missed a lot of family time that she could have enjoyed from home.
Right, and pictures and stuff like that, and FaceTime as far as that. But, and even, we had a few different apps that we had used as well to find gas stations or fuel stations. I don't know if you call them fuel stations. Do you call them fuel stations? Truck stops, right?
Fuel oasis. Oasis. Oasis.
Now they calculate as far as like distance and fuel mileage for you to get the best fuel mileage, the fuel optimizers that are in there. So there's a bunch. They'll tell you where some of the closest stores in that area are that are driver friendly. So there's more to it than just the load board. So I would say,
correct,
as a new driver, that yes, even if you don't use a load board, and I have one more, and it's from John Freese.
Hold on. Let's talk about this app. We have a taco app.
Yeah. I bet. Yeah, you know who?
Wait. Robert
whose
Pennington
eyes
said,
light up
wait,
there?
Robert Pennington from XLG,
Yeah.
who gave me this hat, says tacos. And then I look down here and there's Gary Jones. I love my taco app. Finds fresh tacos.
Not.
Am I living under a rock? I'm over here talking like I know apps and there's a taco app.
See, good for you. So apparently, new drivers, there's all kinds of apps that you can download that will help you along your way in your journeys. I love Alicia's, and you know exactly why.
Ice cream.
Mhm.
There it is. She saw that ice cream.
I did. From
Thank
2
God.
miles away. Alicia says, I haul the best ice cream. Okay.
Well, you know, here's the deal.
Yum.
The fact is these apps that are there that people are using from
Right.
taco apps to load more apps. It's a game changer. I would love to see a driver side app someday.
Right. I think it makes it more convenient. A lot of them have GPS on there, which is generally the commercial GPS, not the standard for four-wheelers on there. It already has on there. But it tells you where the next truck stop or sleeping or what's available. There's a lot more to it than that. So I think it's kind of beneficial myself just to have something on there that would also help you, even though you don't need the load board itself. Because your company already takes care of your loads for you, but to have something on there, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Keith.
And I'm trying not to use my finger or curse because I got to be professional.
Okay,
If I'm going to preach, I highlight professionals and might want to act that way myself.
I have the last one, which, and you know, they took the time out to write it, so I do want to get to it, which is from John Freese. I work for a company where my boss supplied the truck and the trailer, but I decided where I wanted to go. I was paid on percentages of what we hauled, so of course I wanted to make sure I got the best load with the most miles that paid a higher rate. My goal is to stay $2 per mile, $2.50 or better for all miles, load or empty. I could pick the destination and they would just double check to make sure the broker met the requirements. In other words, so we didn't lose our butts. Usually gave me a list of brokers we could use that we could trust, and I could see their load boards, one of them being C.H. Robinson, which we only work with a high-end broker there. I did quite well for 2 years out of 5. Trucks I have probably the highest pay rate per mile, but then I was running coast to coast back and forth. I used quite a few different apps. Not so much for brokering, but use different ones for knowing what my weather conditions are, right? I know a lot of people swear by like YDOT and stuff too. So, and I think that John's one of them. I know he's big on the weather. Knowing what my weather conditions are and where my fuel stops are, where my wayside rest and anything else I need as far as maintenance on the truck, right? Maintenance on the truck and so on and so forth. But after 2 years and a couple arguments, it was time to move on because of a partner that my boss had. We kind of clashed and it made it difficult too. Okay, so anyways,
Damn,
I love
John.
you, John.
My God.
I love you, John. Seriously. Anyways, now he was talking about all the rest of it, how now it's gravy and it's a lot better now. But as he said on there, exactly, there's maintenance places on there. I forgot about those. The maintenance places on there. He's got apps, and I know that he's a huge one for weather, and I seriously agree with that too, and especially during the winter weather season.
It's important.
Right, to keep, and I know like Wyoming, a lot of people have the YDOT. There's a few
Oh
other
yeah,
ones.
let's not forget
National
COVID.
Weather Service.
Let's not
AccuWeather,
forget the
Weather Channel.
COVID.
So, yeah.
Not forget the COVID.
Right, and because now then they tell you what's the update and stuff with the
That's
COVID. So I agree.
cracks me
I
up.
think that you should have some kind of a trucking
And
app,
look, can I
even if you don't use a load.
can
board.
I give a piece of advice
Sure.
to these apps that actually are these products and these brands that hire that pay influencers as sponsees and stuff? Look, they could they don't that are going out and handing out protective gear like masks and gloves. They have that already by now. Start giving them cash.
Right.
Show them some appreciation. Give them gift cards.
Right.
Okay. They buy your products.
The holidays.
Hold
Stop
on.
being a
Hold
Grinch.
on. Hold on. Here's my issue with all this crap. Okay. You go spend this money on this cheap stuff that's going to do them no good. That's just going to get tossed to the side.
Mhm.
Give them a gift card that they can use. Maybe buy something for their kid or their family. They buy your products and give you those vacations that you take with your family. Okay, you sit in your fancy suites, your fancy hotels, and you enjoy your lives, and we're okay with that. And no problem. It's America. You have a right to do that. But don't be the typical greedy American or typical greedy company that just goes out and gets what they want and says, see you later. We didn't do you any good. We got what we wanted. Keep on trucking.
Right.
Give them something they can use today.
Right.
Like Glenn Callis. Clay. Get Clay. He needs a taco app. He's hungry.
Yeah, and whoever's got those taco apps, what is that taco app? Drop it in the comment of what it is, because I've never even heard of a taco app, and we love tacos. So seriously, stop being greedy with holding on the taco apps over there and tell us who it is. We just put in taco app and it just hi. There's one.
We'll have it. We'll have it by the end. We'll have it before we're done rewatching the show today.
Yeah, Gary. Spill the beans.
No, I'm going to Robert Pennington, XLG. Oh. I want to say XLG has something to do with that taco app. Taco. Oh,
it is Tuesday too.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of places have Taco Tuesday too.
Are we done? Right. We got an hour and 10 minutes today. Are we done? Are you sure?
Yes, we are. We are all done. Guys, I just want to remind you that I will have that page ready and up with some information and stuff ready to go today by the end of the day. And so I will send links and try to get everyone friend invited. Just follow on there. It was kind of like almost like the style of when we had told you about with the Truckers Final Mile, that they had created a page specifically for that. So you got to follow it. You got to hit the follow button.
Right. I'll get it out there. I'll flood it.
Right.
I'll guerrilla market it. I'll do the old typical. I'll do the old typical annoying Wayne crap. Right. God, this guy. Will he just stop already? No. Not going nowhere. You're screwed. It's in the DNA. I might not be able to shift away. I'll be here.
You got anything?
I tried with that. Do I got anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Philip Kirby makes his own tacos.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well,
Robert Pennington says Taco Tuesday is the only reason why I get out of bed.
Okay, that's right. We're going to be finding tacos today because everyone's talking about tacos, and I love tacos. So seriously.
Y'all need to go eat at Guadalajara while y'all in Orange. Yes. There is. So Scott, we want to go to Guadalajara Mexican restaurant.
Nice.
Glenn is actually from Orange, Texas.
Nice. I love carnitas, actually.
He grew up here, and again, I'm going to be at the Streak and Beacon most of the day. We might even extend it till tomorrow.
We'll see how it goes.
So we'll see how it goes. So Scott and Karen,
maybe
we might not be home today.
We love you, though.
We do.
We love you,
baby. I'm having fun.
We are getting footage, and we are working. So
I have a few people hitting the casting couch today.
Oh, whatever. All right, you guys. Let's close it out. Let's say goodnight, Gracie.
Really? I don't want to go nowhere. All right, let's get over to something. Okay, what do we got? We covered everything, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with John Freese, Gary Jones.
We have the pity.
And then the pity.
Oh, yeah. You want to get to that, or you just want to sit here and they're like wondering what you're talking about?
I help feed America. I help keep the supply chain going. I turn them big wheels that haul the food, the produce, supplies, the needs of people. I'm a proud truck driver. I've been good at it for a lot of years. I've tried to get out of it, but I get the call to call me back to do what I do best.
And now we'll go to Gary Jones. Gary, again, thank you for all the footage that you've supplied us and have allowed me to use and to Devery too, and to your family.
And the fun.
And, oh God, I can't wait to see him again. We'll make sure we're a little excessive.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming.
Get to the video.
Like, all right.
Here I am on the road again. There I am.
We're
Cut
back.
that off. Sorry, Gary, I cheated you.
We're over here, little area. Behind the scenes, sneaking over. And with that,
Gary, sorry, brother. You want to go find it over on the driver's side.
Okay.
It's how legends are made. All right. Oh, and I stole your soundbite that you stole from me. I went and stole it again and made a better one. All right, now you're feel good pity. Remember, guys, you're the heartbeat of America. You should be treated that way. Always keep that shy side up, rubber side down, and make money in today's truck industry. What do you got to do, baby?
you got to keep your left door closed.
Thank you for a great day. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Will you do me a small favor? Don't forget to grow up and live happily ever after, and stay as sweet as honey.